Welcome back to our Principle of Accounts class. This is the second part of 3 videos explaining the two-column cash book. In the last video, we discussed what is the two-column cash book, and it's basically used to record all cash transactions that are coming into the business and that are going out of the business, revenue coming in and revenue leaving the business. Now today we're going to look at an example on how we record these transaction into the cash book. So here we go with example 1. D. Latchman started a business with capital of $1,000 deposit into the bank account on 1st August. 2nd August, received cash from Timor, $33. 3rd August, received check from iPowell, $244. 5th August, received cash from G. Bernard, $25. 7th August, paid rate by check, $105. 8th August, paid rent by cash, $20. The 12th August, paid imprints by cash, $19. August 13, paid check to DSORES Limited, $95. August 15, received cash from B. Hussey, $37. August 16, received check from G. Pollock, $408. August 26, paid N. Foster by check, $268. August 28, paid staff by check, $25. August 30th, received check from B. Singh, $20. August 30th again, received cash from H. Howie, $18. Now, again, there's a reminder of how we have to prepare our cash book. We have to place the name and the various column for the debit and credit side, which is date, detail, cash, and bank. So let's get into the first transaction. D. Latchman started a business with capital of $1,000 deposited into the bank account on 1st of August. Now, once somebody starts up a business or they deposit money into the business, that means that the business is receiving money. And once a business is receiving money, we place it on the debit side. So the date will be the 1st of August. The detail will be capital because the person is invested into the capital of the business, and the person invests $1,000 into the bank account. So that means the business is receiving $1,000 into that bank account on the debit side. Let's move on to the next transaction. 2nd of August, received cash from Timor, $33. Now we ask ourselves, is the business receiving cash or are they losing cash? Now in this case, the business is receiving cash, and they're receiving cash from Timor. And we place the $33 under the cash column because it states they are receiving cash. 3rd August, received check from iPowell, $244. In this case, the business is receiving something, so we have to place it on the debit side, and they're receiving a check, and check deal with bank. So we have to place in the detail who were they receiving from, iPowell, and then we have to place under the bank account $244 because they are receiving a check. They're not receiving cash, they're receiving a check. The 5th of August, received cash from G. Bernard, $25. We ask ourselves, is the business receiving or losing cash? The person is receiving cash. So we record it on the debit side, G. Bernard, 5th of August, G. Bernard, and $25 under the cash column. 7th August, paid rate by check, $105. Now we ask ourselves, is the business receiving money or is they giving out or paying something? And the answer is that they are paying or they're losing money. And what are they paying or losing money for? They're paying or losing money for rates. So on the we place on the credit side, the 7th of August, the detail will be date, and they are paying $105 by check, so we record it under the bank column. 8 August, paid rent by cash $20. Again, they are paying or losing money, so we record it on the credit side. The date will be 8 August. And what are they paying for? They're paying for rent. And how are they paying this rent? They're paying it by cash, so record it under the cash column. 12 August, paid imprints by cash $19. We ask ourselves again, is the business losing or are they gaining money? And in this case, they are losing money because they're paying out cash. On the 12th of August, they're paying to imprints and they're paying by cash. So record the $19 on the cash column on the debit credit side. 13th of August, paycheck to DSORES $95. Now we are paying, so we have to record it on the credit side. The date will be the 13th of August. The details will be DSORES, and we are paying it by check, so we have to record that $95 under the bank account. On the 15th of August, receive cash from B Hussey toward $7. We ask ourselves, are we receiving or losing cash? And in this case, we are receiving cash into the business, so we record it on the debit side. The date will be the 15th of August. We're receiving from B Hussey and we are receiving cash, so record it toward $7 under the cash account. August 16, receive check from G Pollock $408. In this case, we are receiving money again. We're receiving from G Pollock and we're receiving a check, so we have to record that $408 under the bank account. August 26, paid in Foster by check $268. We are paying money in this case here, so we are losing money. We have to record it on the credit side. So we are paying this money to N Foster and we are paying it by check, so we have to record at $268 under the bank column on the credit side. 28th August, paid staff by cash $25. Now when we are paying staff, we are losing money there, so in the detail we place their wage and we are paying this staff by cash, so we have to place that $25 under the cash column. August 30th, receive check from B Sing $20. So we're receiving money this time, so we have to place that transaction under the debit side. So we're receiving that money from B Sing and we're receiving a check of $20, so we have to record it under the bank account. 30th August, receive cash from H Howie $18. So we're receiving cash again and we're receiving from H Howie. So we place in the detail column who we are receiving from H Howie and we are receiving cash, so we place the $18 under the cash account. Now this has bring us to the end of today's lesson. Today I have explained how to record the transaction, how to identify whether it's a debit transaction or a credit transaction. In the next lesson, I will explain how to balance off the cash book and what we should do to balance off the cash book, and explain why balancing off the cash book is important. So stay safe, do your own revision, and I will see you in the next lesson.